Howdy folks, Foster Kinn here. So in this video, I'm going to tell a story about vegetables that happened in a blue-collar restaurant in Milwaukee. Superior stuff. Stick around. So I had spent 2 nights, 2.5 days in Milwaukee, blue-collar place, loved it there. Harley Museum is there, went there, saw a red Harley scooter. Who knew? No, I think it's called a topper. Well anyway, my second night there, I decided to splurge on a steak dinner. And next to my motel is this blue-collar restaurant. So I go over there, sit down. Sandy, the blue-collar waitress, comes on over, tell her I want a steak. She says, okay. Now, before I go any further, I should probably tell you, and if you're familiar with my writings, remind you, I'm not a fan of vegetables, okay? I don't harbor any ill will toward them. Well, maybe, okay, you know, kale and Brussels sprouts, those things are evil, right? No, I mean, I'm not in favor of any kind of vegetable abuse, and I feel that vegetables have every right, as much as anyone else, to have a happy life on this planet, as long as they stay away from me. Anyway, Sandy brings over this steak dinner for me, and along with it is a small bowl of vegetables. It's about that deep, about that big around, and I'm looking at it and going through my head are all those times when somebody said, you gotta eat your vegetables, vegetables are good for you, you know, so I'm feeling a little guilty. So I tried a couple of them and it just wasn't going to work. Okay, so I take that small bowl of vegetables, push it all the way across the table so I don't have to look at it while I'm chewing on my steak. Speaking of which, that steak cost 11 bucks. Oh my God. And it was worth every penny. I mean, it was a kind of piece of meat that just chewing through it is a workout. You know, you start huffing and puffing and sweating and all sorts of stuff. Well, anyway, finally get done. Sandy, the blue-collar waitress, comes over and she goes, how was it? And I said, it was great, thanks. And she said, okay, is there anything else? And I said, love a piece of cherry pie. And she says, pie? And I said, yeah, I'd love a piece of cherry pie. And she goes, you want pie? And I said, well, yeah, I want pie. And she goes, uh-huh. She puts her hand on the table, her left hand on her hip, cocks her head to the right, squints her eyes and said, did you eat your vegetables? No. Well, you know, and I did try, so I said, well, yeah, well, sort of. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, sort of. And I said, yeah, I had a slice of carrot and one of those green things. And she says, a slice of carrot and one of those green things. And I'm going, yeah, I'm proud of myself. And she goes, and for that, you want a piece of pie? And I said, well, you know, I was just, you know, hoping, thinking that, you know, maybe, you know. And she goes, uh-huh. She takes that bowl of vegetables, she plants it right in front of me and she says, eat your vegetables, then we'll talk about pie. And she walks away. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to eat vegetables, what are we going to do? And I'm looking at this bowl and I thought, okay, I know what I'll do. I'll just smother them in salt. And salt all over, stir it up, and it made them a little more palatable, you know, and I'm thinking, I've got to do something else. So I see the ketchup over there, so I take the ketchup and I'm covering it with ketchup and stir it all up. It's like ketchup vegetable soup, you know. And so I started eating it. Oh my God! I mean, it wasn't long afterwards I felt like I was enduring a medieval torture. Anyway, I finally get done. It takes me only about 20 minutes, right? And Sandy, the blue-collar waitress, is right there with my cherry pie, and I'm going, ah, great. So I'm eating this pie. I'm in heaven. It's seriously good. And you know what she did? Right when I finished, she brought me a second piece of cherry pie and did not charge me for it. I'll tell you what, I love that. Oh man, she gets my vote for Waitress Mom of the Year. So that's the story. You know, it's in one of my Freedom's Rush books. I don't know which one, but you guys should check them out and give them out as presents. You know, I have 4 published books. They're all biker stuff. And my website, fosterkinn.com, lots of great stuff there. And subscribe to my channel. Lot more videos coming your way. And but most importantly, remember this. Ride big, ride long, and ride free.